happened. Hell yeah. All right, so I was going to put it in all-wheel drive mode yesterday, but I realized I can't because the Miata's too short. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the dyno, get it all cleaned up as best as I can. I'm gonna take it home tonight, and I'm gonna start dialing boost by gear, and we're gonna do that solely off the Cortex itself. So we're gonna set up our boost targets for first and second to be, you know, like first gear I think is probably gonna be wastegate, and then second gear, you know, we'll turn it up to 15, and then hopefully get some fuel out of it to add more ethanol to C. And then I've also got to turn down the boost for E80 as well, and that's also on the Cortex. Okay, so we're making some changes to the Cortex, and what we're doing is actually getting speed set up for it. So since we're using speed from the CB2, which is the CAN bus module, we're gonna see if we're actually getting speed so we can do boost by gear or get that all set up. And looking at this already in reverse, I can see that the gear is in fact, or speed is in fact working already. So what we have to do is we have to look for the EVI ratio, and EVI ratio is going to basically tell us what the ratio is in the gear. I don't know how it calculates it, but it definitely does. So basically I'm just going to drive it around, you know, and just try to go through first, second, third, fourth, and fifth in a log.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I was able to get through all 6 gears here, so I'm going to pull over, make the changes, and I'm going to try to put it up on the display over here to see if we can get speed all buttoned, or gear buttoned up. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this while I'm driving, but I have it, I think, calibrated anyways. So as you can see, I'm taking off from a stop, so it's in first. Wow. Oh wow. On the money. I mean, it works exactly. Let's see here. Yeah, I downshifted to fourth and it worked. So we're going, I'm gonna skip into sixth here. I mean, man, it works like a charm. So setting it up was super duper easy for that. Okay, so now that we've got boost by gear working, basically first gear is only going to give us 12 pounds of boost, which is going to be wastegate pressure. When you shift into second, so long as you're above 3,500 RPMs, at E60, mind you, this is all optimal numbers, quote unquote. At E60, you should be 17 pounds of boost in second, third, fourth, and fifth. But on sixth gear, we're gonna make it where it's only 12 pounds of boost below 3,500 RPMs. And the reason why we did that is because of you know, low speed ignition. You know, in sixth gear, you don't really want to be able to make a ton of boost in sixth unless you have like a decent RPM behind you. Now, if you look at this column right here, this very top row is E80. So we know that E80, we're out of fuel. So basically it's limited to 14 pounds of boost depending on your gear. So if you're on E20 though, you'd be running about 15 pounds of boost. So that's kind of like where we're gonna be at right there. All right, so I'm gonna start getting ready here. We're gonna start logging our boost per gear, and we'll go over and fine tune everything. right, so this is the data point view. I know it's hard to look at, but what I can say is that boost control is working per gear as intended. We're getting a little bit of creep in first gear though, but the wastegate duty stays 0 the entire time. It goes up to 10 just a little bit, but that's not enough. In our testing, it would 20% almost did nothing on the dyno, so that might be just like a first gear thing here. But the rest of the gears are pretty damn close to their target, and third gear creeps just a little bit from 16 to almost 18 psi. So we're gonna clean up third gear a little bit, but other than that, I think it's pretty good here. So this is an actual official cold start on E60, which should be pretty good, I think. Yeah, fires right up. So no surprise there. I mean, it's only E60 and it's not cold in Texas, obviously. So now that we've got that all dialed in, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my laptop. And I made some changes last night for boost control, and it seems pretty good. We're gonna test it in on the way to work. All right, so we were down 1/4 of a tank. We were able to get about 3 gallons of ethanol into it. I don't know what the ethanol content's gonna end up at. We're currently at E57 here. So hopefully by the time I get into work, it's gonna mix and it'll go up. And hopefully, like I said, maybe we'll get closer to E70 than anything else. So in that last pull, I actually got a little bit of boost cut, and I believe it was when I flat foot shifted from 3rd to 4th. So we're gonna check that over really quick here and just make some changes as we need to, because obviously that's not right. For the most part though, it seems like boost is coming down like it's supposed to based off of our ethanol content. Now we didn't get that much lower, but it is blending in between 2 functions, or 2 columns rather, or 2 rows. So I'm gonna check this all over, make some couple changes, and hopefully we can get that dialed in really quick and then call that good. Alrighty, so we made some changes to the boost control. We pulled a little bit more duty out of 4th gear. So we're gonna go just test this right quick here. Let's give it a shot. I think we're good to go now in terms of 4th. So I think that's dialed in, and I'm pretty impressed with this boost controller on how well it works. It's setting up, like, once the software is a little bit confusing to get into, but once you actually dive into the software, it's actually pretty simple. So it's like other boost controllers where you set up your open loop and then you just go through and set up your closed loop, and it's works pretty damn good, really. And I probably will make a whole entire video on how to set it up, because I think it's a very good boost controller. Now I do have to say that I actually am not biased, because I am not a dealer for Cortex. Cortex doesn't offer a dealer program, so you just have to buy from them direct. So I'm not gonna, not making any money on that in terms of selling it, but I would happily set up and install though. More than happy to do that, because it is an awesome boost controller. Rock solid. Perfect. Perfect. So the auto blip is working. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but auto blip is in fact working. And the carb shucks, man. It shucks and drives. This thing's a blast to drive. Did it make a ton of power? No, absolutely not. Is it fun as hell? Absolutely.